Print is the oldest medium, duh. And the advantage to print is really there's two. One is, unlike television commercials, people receive print advertising because they asked for it. So if I'm subscribing to a magazine, I asked for that magazine, and so it's not like you forced the ad on me. It's I chose that, and because the ads are probably going to be linked very closely. In fact, with many special interest magazines, the ads are as interesting as the content. As I used to get the Family Handyman, and the articles were nice, but I wanted to see all these great tools that I could use to, if I only had talent and skill, I could make these amazing things. So that's one advantage. The other advantage is that it's permanent. So if you've ever been to like a doctor's or a dentist's office and have seen a 1962 National Geographic, those ads, well, the National Geographic didn't have ads in 1962, but that medium is still there. Unless somebody disposes of it, it's going to hang around. So that with a print medium, a newspaper or a magazine, you might reach more than one person over time, and it could be passed around. This is why periodicals speak in terms of paid subscriptions and circulation. Paid subscription is how many people pay for it, and circulation is how many people they think actually see it. Okay, da-da-da-da. So newspapers still exists. Enjoy it while you can. The advantage to newspaper is that it's short lead times, is I don't have to plan months in advance to run my ad. The disadvantage is nobody reads the newspaper anymore. Other than that, it's a great medium. Magazines, interesting, are holding their own. And where the magazines are powerful is in special interest magazines or trade publications. If I have an affinity and I am choosing to subscribe to content related to what I love, that's a really great way of of identifying a market segment. If I'm looking for people who are into food, people who subscribe to the Food Network magazine are probably people who would be interested in my message. Radio is again losing ground to digital. It's still it's an interesting medium. It's sparse because with radio you get no visuals, but you get sound, you get music, you get volume, so that it does have a lot. What's interesting with radio is there's a couple things going on. One is, although it's not sexy anymore, people still listen to the radio, especially while they are, for example, driving. And we tend to listen to the radio while we're alone. So that tends to be kind of an intimate experience. I'm just driving in my car, it's just me, and so I've got that different relationship. And the other interesting thing about radio is because it's so sparse, it actually requires you to use your imagination to process the message, which means that you're going to have a higher level of engagement and you're going to create more associations in your brain, so that, if I reach you with a radio ad, it's probably going to be a more powerful impression than it might be through other media, because I've got you when you're alone and paying attention, and you had to complete the sentence in order to understand it, because you had to paint your own picture. Outdoor advertising, billboards, very sparse, 6 words max. That's got Twitter beat all the heck. And this is great for reminder type advertising, but you're not going to be able to introduce a new product with a billboard. But you get a high traffic location where 20 to 30,000 people drive by a billboard a day, you're reaching those people. So very localized message, really great for reminders, but that's about it.